Hello to all my beautiful YouTube subscribers, all 40 y'all. I am here again for another video. By the way, if you aren't subscribed, my name is Sophia and this is my channel for a bunch of random stuff, including fitness and beauty tips. So if you're into that, just make sure to subscribe. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I thought I'd be showing you guys my bullet journal. Okay, so I started a bullet journal like 3 or 4 months ago, and I found that it actually really helped me organize my thoughts and kind of evaluate on my actions and a bunch of stuff like that. So I had initially gotten the idea to make this video because the other day I was talking to my best friend and she was kind of like, oh, I'm always on my phone, I'm always bored, I have nothing to do with my life, and I kind of want to do something. And I was like, you should get a bullet journal. Like, it's honestly helped me go from just being another person on their phone to being able to express my creativity. Yeah, so I had actually inspired her to start a list of things that she wanted to do and get a bullet journal off of Amazon. Mine is off of Amazon. I will show you guys once I actually give you a look of what's inside. So things are about to get interesting because mine is, I mean, it's not perfect. Your bullet journal doesn't have to be perfect. It's your own creativity and you can do whatever you want to do with it. Like, it doesn't even have to be a templated thingy-majigger. So before we go into mine, I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what a bullet journal is because I literally just forgot to do that. I'm just gonna take a breath here. Okay, I'm back. So, a bullet journal is a combination of a planner and a regular journal, except instead of just writing down like diary entries, you actually fill out pages which you can customize. It's literally, it starts off as a blank journal. Mine is templated because it's my first one, but it starts off as a blank journal, and then you can look at different calligraphy, different layouts from online, and basically, you know, you can do anything from chart out your month to write down the goals that you want to achieve for the year. And so I'm going to give you guys an up-close look of mine, which isn't the best, I'm going to admit, but, you know, it's okay. It's okay. Also, just a quick note before we start today's video. In my first video, I know I said... Okay. I know that I said I'd be uploading every Monday and Thursday, but as it turns out, editing videos is a lot harder than it looks, and I mean a lot harder. I thought that editing would be a little bit easier than it is, and creating videos would be easier than it is, but with school and everything, I just found that if I was editing on a very strict timeline, I wasn't really able to focus on my schoolwork as much, so therefore, I'm going to be trying to upload as much as I can, but I'm not going to be like on a strict schedule. I will do at least once a week. Like, this doesn't mean that I'm gone, but it just means that I'm not going to be uploading every Monday and Thursday. More like, I don't even know. I'm not even going to say because it honestly depends on how much schoolwork I have. And I have my Regents exams coming up, which also means that I'm going to be having to do a lot of studying, so I'll try to make as many videos as I can, I promise, and yeah, let's get started. So I am now here with my bullet journal on my dusty desk, and like I said before, I got this one off of Amazon. It's called the Complete Bullet Journal for Beginners. We'll put the link in the description below so that you can go buy it. It was $10 or $11. And the initial reason that I had gotten this specific one, which is a little bit dirty, is because it looked really cute and aesthetic. And I kind of wanted to redo my room and make it aesthetic, and I can give you guys a tour later. So I kind of wanted something to match, you know, if I had it on my desk or something like that. And then I actually looked inside online on like the little page look thingy majigger, and I realized, oh, okay, since this is my first bullet journal, it might be a little bit easier if it has some templates, but then also some blank pages at the back, which I can show you guys a little bit later. So this one includes a bunch of stuff, including a monthly calendar, yearly goals, books to read, films to watch, which I'll show you guys shortly. So I'm going to be showing you guys 1 month, not my first one because that one was a little bit unorganized, but I'm actually going to be showing you this month. So first off, we have our monthly calendar, which you can obviously put anything on. It's everything that comes in this book is empty because, you know, it's a template. So I decided to put stuff like my ELA state test or my braces appointment, which I have to go to. And my first month had more important events, kind of like set clock 1 hour behind, just a random little thing. And let's see. And then there's also a to-do list, which I put raise GPA because mine is, I don't even know. I hope that I've raised it by now, but anything under a 90 for me is no bueno. So then after that, we have something that was a little bit hard for me to conceptualize at first, but then I eventually figured it out. So this is our habit tracker. So what you do is you put in the month, obviously, and then you can put in up to 12 goals that you want to do for the month on a daily basis. So, for example, I put days without junk at the deli because that is literally a struggle for me. And I like to put the days of the week up here, obviously shortened. I made a little key, so at the beginning of the month I sprained my ankle, so if I couldn't, for example, work out, I put A, and then I put not necessary today, so if I had to get to school on time over break, which obviously doesn't make sense, I would put, okay, that isn't necessary today. And then I also put a check mark for when I did do it and then an X for when I didn't do it. And this kind of helps, you know, get your mindset on what you need to do better next month or what things you want to focus more on. And I feel that this really helped me kind of keep track of my life a little bit more. Moving on, there's birthdays and anniversaries. And then this is for each month, by the way. And then there's also a note page where I wrote a bunch of stuff for this specific month. And my mindset was kind of a more minimalistic view. And so I wrote stuff like staying positive, reflecting on my actions and words. And then over here is something called the gratitude list. So basically every day you write something that you're thankful for. So for example, on the 13th, I wrote, I'm thankful for this free country. Which is, you know what? Let's just move on from that. And so they do that for all 12 months. And now I'll show you guys the back of my bullet journal, which has a bunch more. So stay tuned. This is where it starts to get interesting. So this page was very ugly because I forgot my Spanish notebook. And she said that if we didn't have our notebook in class, then our grade would be lowered. So I kind of just scribbled in some random notes in ugly handwriting. And then over here, I started a mood tracker for 2018. So, for example, for March, I put a flower shape for this. I don't know, I just did a bunch of random stuff after that. And then I'd color code everything. So yellow would be happy, purple would be anxious, and so on. And every day at the end of the day, I would reflect on my mood and how I felt throughout the day. And then I would then look at how I could improve the next day. And I kind of continued that. I'm continuing all through August. That's enough for now. And then over here, I was practicing my handwriting, which obviously didn't work out too well because I'm trying to work on better calligraphy. Over here, I wrote some more 2018 goals. Eat healthy, which has actually been very hard for me. And then I wrote down my morning routine, which falters, you know, as the year goes on because I get more and more tired. I wrote down morning mottos for 1 month, and then after that I kind of continued in another book, just because I didn't want to fill up all my pages with morning things. And basically a morning motto is something that you think of. So I usually fill this out before I go to school, and then something that you think of that kind of keeps you going throughout the day, and you can keep this in your mind throughout the day to kind of keep you going. And then over here I said creating a YouTube channel. You guys can't see that because it has some of my video ideas. And then over here I wrote down something called My Health Journey 2018. And I wrote down my major setbacks, you know, changes that I've made to become healthier, smoothie recipes, snacks that fill you up. And then moving on over here, I focused on foods that cause acne, because if you've noticed, my skin can get, I'm really susceptible to acne. And so I just wrote down things that reduce acne, and then foods that make me personally break out, so therefore I'm trying to reduce. And then I started on some meal plans, which this one I made myself, and then I need to look up more. And then some more YouTube ideas, which y'all still can't see. And then here, since this has been a struggle for me lately, I wrote down some ways that I could stay more focused in school. And I started applying this today, and it actually really helped. Not like I skipped class or anything, but I mean like keeping in mind that talking to your friends doesn't improve your grades or give you any benefits, and that paying attention and studying outside of school is good for grades. And I still have a couple of blank pages here, and then after I finish this bullet journal, I'm going to go get another one, probably a plain one, so that I can start formulating my own ideas. There's also a lot of page spreads online that you can look at. Like, for example, for my mood tracker, I looked at a page spread that kind of helped me get my idea started. So, yeah. That is it for today. I hope you liked the video, and I hope I really inspired you to start your own bullet journal. And like, coming from experience, it truly does help you get your thoughts organized, and I really found that it's truly changed my life. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Peace.